You think you're fine, but your unconscious behaviors reveal your anxiety. Let's get right into it. Number 7. The certainty addiction. Hidden anxiety doesn't make you panic. It makes you control everything, like a micromanager. But the employee is your own life. You lock the door, then check it again. Not because you forgot, but because your brain whispers, "What if?" You reread an email 10 times before sending it. Not to improve it, but to make sure no disaster slips through. You make a to-do list for things that barely need one. Not because you're productive, but because lists create the illusion that everything is under control. An anxious brain hates uncertainty the way humans hate darkness. It doesn't need real danger. Just the possibility of danger is enough to trigger the alarm. So it builds a clever defense system. Repetitive checking. Each check feels like hitting delay on an imaginary catastrophe. Relief for a few seconds. Then doubt creeps back in. So if you can't leave the house without checking the stove again, even though you know it's off, that's not being careful. That's anxiety wearing responsibility as a disguise. Number 6. The background noise dependency. You don't turn on podcasts to listen. You turn them on to escape silence. Netflix isn't entertainment. It's a buffer. You can't shower without voices, can't cook without someone talking. You don't need the content, you need the sound. Because silence is a vacuum, and anxiety rushes in first. The moment the noise stops, your inner monologue turns up the volume. Unanswered questions, future scenarios, worst-case timelines playing on repeat. So you drown them out, not with solutions, but with constant audio. Background noise becomes emotional camouflage, a way to avoid thinking by never being alone with your thoughts. Think of it as a DDoS attack on your own consciousness. You're occupying 100% of your brain's bandwidth with external noise, so there's 0% left to process your own life. It works. Briefly. Number 5. The self-soothing loop. When your brain feels unsafe, it hates one thing most: no control, so it grabs the nearest lever. Your body. A nail gets picked, a strand gets twisted, a thumb rubs the same spot on your neck like it's a worry stone. These aren't bad habits. They're emergency exits. Psychologists call them body-focused repetitive behaviors, BFRBS. Translation: your nervous system bleeding pressure through your fingertips. Because anxiety is energy with nowhere to go, your body turns it into motion. Small, repetitive, private. Just enough to feel like you're doing something. And here's the trap. It works fast. A tiny hit of relief, a micro dose of okay. Your brain learns the shortcut. Stress arrow pick, stress arrow twist, stress to touch. Like a looped command. So next time you catch yourself doing it, notice what's really happening. You're not fidgeting. You're negotiating with your alarm system. It's like hammering refresh on a laggy browser. You're not fixing the internet. You're calming the helplessness. The loop isn't about your nails or your hair. It's about your brain trying to say, give me something I can control, even if it's you. Number 4. The physical armor. Your body is bracing for impact. All the time. Even when nothing is coming. Your jaw locks while you focus. Your teeth grind at night. Your shoulders creep up toward your ears like they're trying to hide. Your hands clench when you walk for no reason you can explain. This isn't tension. It's preparation. Your nervous system still thinks you're under threat. Not a real one, an invisible one. This is leftover fight or flight. Ancient software. Modern problems. Your body tightens to protect vital organs. Neck, chest, core. Like armor being strapped on before a battle that never starts. The danger never arrives, so the armor never comes off. And over time, what began as protection turns into a constant state of readiness. Muscles locked, breathing shallow, body exhausted from defending against nothing. You're not tense by nature. Your body just never got the signal that it's safe to stand down. Number 3. The social buffer. You walk into a room already smiling. Not because you're happy, because smiles soften edges. You say sorry before anyone complains, sometimes before anyone speaks, like laying sandbags down before the flood even forms. Your jokes always point inward. You make yourself smaller, lighter, easier to accept. Self-deprecating humor isn't confidence. It's preemptive damage control. You roast yourself so no one else gets the chance. You hand them the punchline and hope they won't swing harder. Psychologically, this is a shield, a social airbag. If you hit first, the impact hurts less. You're trying to lower the odds of rejection by lowering your own value first. A strange transaction, quiet, automatic. You pay with self-respect to buy a seat in the room. And the tragedy is this: everyone laughs. No one sees the armor cracking underneath. Number 2. Digital paralysis. This isn't laziness. It only looks like laziness. What's actually happening is a freeze response. When your nervous system feels trapped, fighting feels too hard. Running away feels useless, so it chooses option 3, do nothing. The task in front of you feels heavy, too big, too unclear, too easy to mess up. Your brain reads that as danger, so it hits the emergency stop, not to make you feel good, but to keep you safe. Starting the task means risk, being judged, failing, proving your worst fears right. Scrolling is different. It asks nothing from you. No decisions, no effort, no chance of being wrong. It's endless, predictable, low risk. Each swipe gives your brain a moment to hide. Not happiness, just relief. That's why it doesn't feel good. It feels numb, then guilty. Then you scroll more to escape the guilt. A loop. Your brain isn't chasing pleasure, it's running from pain. Digital paralysis happens when anxiety convinces you that doing nothing is safer than doing something imperfect. You're not unmotivated, you're overwhelmed. And your nervous system chose stillness because stillness felt like survival. Number 1. Revenge bedtime procrastination. You're exhausted all day, but wide awake at night, not because your body isn't tired, because your mind finally feels free. Midnight becomes your stolen territory. No bosses, no deadlines, no expectations knocking on the door. So you scroll. Not because it's interesting, but because it's yours. Going to sleep feels like surrender, like handing control back to tomorrow. And tomorrow already feels heavy. This behavior isn't rebellion, it's compensation. When your daylight hours belong to everyone else, your brain takes revenge on the night. It steals time from sleep to taste autonomy for a few quiet hours. The anxiety underneath is simple and brutal. If I go to bed now, tomorrow starts sooner. So you delay it. One more video, one more scroll, one more borrowed minute. It's a high-interest loan on your future energy. You know the cost: morning exhaustion, fog, regret. But in that moment, freedom feels worth the debt, because staying awake isn't about sleep. It's about proving, at least once a day, that some part of your life still belongs to you. In conclusion, which of these behaviors felt uncomfortably familiar to you? If this explains something you've been doing without realizing why, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Awareness is the first step. Your nervous system has been trying to talk to you all along.